basketball at Oracle Arena, the home of the Warriors in Oakland, California. Live on 2K Sports. The Warriors with their last game here in Golden State before heading out on the road. Tip, it's New York. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade. On the court for the Knicks, we've got Anthony. Porzingis is out there with Robin Lopez. Then there's a follow, and it's Calderon in the one spot. One thing about Jose Calderon, you could see the frustration in him last season, playing a career low 42 games, and his averages were down pretty much, Greg, across the board.
Yeah, and Kevin, he was brought in to kind of invigorate the Knicks' point guard position, but following a preseason calf injury, you know, he missed the team's first 13 games and never was able to really get going. Remember, coming into a new system. Where he had to learn how to play differently. And then after all that, you know, you have to shut him down because of that left Achilles.
Curry brings the double. It's stolen by Curry. And it's the Warriors on the break. Parsons running. Up the floor. The finish. And Lopez throws it down.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
And Parsons slams it in.
Easy to see who's going to win that race.
Yeah, early offense is often easy offense. Excellent work that time. How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
Curry outside. Curry with another miss. For New York, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. A follow goes in. Here's Lopez. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
And, guys, it's not the time for caution now. I mean, they've got to be aggressive and take some risk to see if they can cut that lead down.
Here's Parsons following the score by New York. 3 on the clock. Curry outside. That misses, and he's 0 for 4. And a follow wide open. He shoots. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet.
You know, not necessarily what you're looking for, but still able to convert.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
And guys, Porzingis was almost a rookie last season, but he opted to pull out of the early entry and wait a year for this past summer's draft. Seems to have worked out for him as far as how his draft stock has changed.
Greg, you're right with Porzingis. It made sense for him to wait one more year. Mark has a lot to learn, but still comes over, as a much talked about player, a much better player than had he declared last season.
I agree with you, yet he'll still need time to develop, but all the ingredients are there. He's got a chance to be a really good player.
The Latvian had a great shot for his height, and that'll be an interesting stretch for in the NBA.
Good call.
It took him a while, but he finally gets one to fall.
They set the pick. Calderon kicks to Lopez. Back to Calderon. Up off the screen. Sinks it. And the shot from Porzingis.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
Calderon dishes to Carmelo. And stolen by Parsons. And there's Stephen Curry on the assist from Parsons. 6 points for Steph Curry.
That is such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
And it's one thing to get the steal, but to so alertly turn it into a transition opportunity, even better.
How about that? Breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk.
A nice way to pad that lead a little more.
Yes, indeed.
Now here's Jordan. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Here's Calderon. Banked in off the glass.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possessions.
Calderon against Curry. Now the feed to Thompson. And slam dunk by Jordan.
Now that's finishing your work right there.
Powerful two-hand jam. You're right.
And I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will start shrinking even further.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here.
You know, I think he just wants to tinker with the game plan a little bit. I think that's a wise timeout.
And part of it, too, Greg, was he saw some things going on out there that he didn't care for.
He's checked in for Jordan. Alinari comes in for Thompson. Wilson Chandler's checked in for Parsons. And Porter subbed in for Steph Curry. Grant kicks to Williams. Here's Serafin. Can't get it to go. Evans with some nice D. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. It's tipped. Here's Williams. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for two. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
And so far, these guys have done a fantastic job finding the opening man and getting some easy baskets.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
And guys, one thing that we were treated with last year was Steve Kerr's great quotability in post-game interviews and pressers. He said all the right things and deflected praise like a coach who had done it for many years.
No good from Grant. Warriors trailed by 7. Now Porter. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. 6 on the shot clock. Temple gets the bucket. And Kerr is so good with the media because, Greg, he was a media member himself for so long. You know that as well as anybody. Clark, I don't think he ever tried his hand at broadcasting, though. I can't see him doing that.
He probably just thrown on as a broadcaster and rarely contribute anything of note. Some guys have what it takes to call games, and Steve just doesn't quite scratch me as that kind of guy.
And both free throws good for Seraphin. Golden State's gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. Here's Galloway, guarded by Porter. 11 feet away. It's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. New York shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
One of the things they've done, guys, is taken pride in their free throw shooting this season, and rightfully so.
Different look here for the Warriors. Jordan, he's checked in for Evans. Thompson comes in for Gallinari. Chandler Parsons, he's checked in for Wilson Chandler. And Curry subbed in for Garrett Temple. And New York with a change here, too. Shved's checked in.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
And Williams, here we go. The lead pushed to double digits.
And a huge lead here early to start.
Well, you know, right from the...
And an overpowering first quarter effort. Already a double-digit advantage. Knicks out front. Ending the first quarter on a 12-4 run. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Oracle Arena in Oakland, California. And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And the Knicks guys have been rolling right along here, haven't they?
You know, it's been about how solid they've been offensively here, really tuned in with one another.
Good ball movement, and it's paid off on the scoreboard.
And New York looking at who they've got. They've got Alexei Shved, Anthony out there with Porzingis. Then there's Calderon, and it's Lopez in the 5. Home in the paint.
I think he was surprised by how much space he had there and just rushed the shot a little bit.
Porter kicks to Curry. Inside. Here's Thompson. Lock at 6. Shoots from the baseline. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Thompson's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Warriors.
And guys, you talk about ascendant stars in the NBA, none brighter than Steph Curry, the leading vote getter for the All-Star game a season ago. But what I love, he doesn't let it go to his head. I mean, he remains grounded and focused on winning.
Aaron Aflalo, he's checked in for Alexei Shved. Curry against Calderon. Here's Parsons. And Anthony sends it back. Right wing. Launches it. Thompson with the rebound. For the New York Knicks, they've come in off the loss to the Trailblazers. Curry. Outside Jordan. But they'll get another chance. Curry against Calderon. A second chance effort. That one's in there. The Knicks lead is cut down now to just 7 on the bucket from Thompson.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
And Clark, it's a strategy that has served them well during the course of this first half.
Warriors call a timeout.
Now a timeout called by Golden State.
And after an exceptional first 2 years in the league, Jason Thompson has really declined. He averaged 12 points and 8 boards over those first 2 seasons. But last year, that plummeted all the way down to 6 and 6. So his arrow's definitely been pointing in the wrong direction.
Timeout called the Warriors. Well, getting back to Thompson, as Greg was just talking about him, he is a big guy, durable, good interior defender. Clark, but he really struggles on the perimeter.
Yeah, you know, 20 years ago, his rugged style of inside play would have worked. But nowadays, his lack of a consistent shot and below average range are really counterproductive.
He's checked in for New York.
Warriors girls.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Franklin can't hit.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Especially, Greg, when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead. That was simply a defensive breakdown there, Kevin. He was all alone for that shot. It was a warm-up jumper.
Timeout called the Warriors.
Warriors girls.
And one thing that I know a lot of fans are worried about is NBA jerseys with ads on them. It's something the NBA has explored more in-depth recently and would be another stream of revenue for the league.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Christmas passes to Parsons. Got it. And he's now 3 for 5 from the field. And with the ads on the jerseys, it isn't something that would sit well with the fans probably, but around the globe, almost every other league in the world has ads on their jerseys.
You know, the NBA has shown that they're willing to try new things with jerseys, much like they've looked at other issues. It started with the sleeve jerseys, and advertisements is just another area they're exploring.
Jared Brent.
And Chandler Parsons, boy, he can really give you a whole lot of everything. Length, quickness, skills, he can shoot, pass, rebound, defense, the total package.
Taking 2 shots.
And back to Chandler Parsons. His versatility is so valuable to any scheme. We've now seen that in both Houston and Dallas. He gives you percentages and good production every time out.
He does, Kevin, but the one area where I'd like to see him improve is his physical strength. I mean, to take his game to the next level, he's got to be able to play through contact a little bit better. If he can do that, we're talking about a guy who could be a perennial all-star.
It's Anthony with the drive. Got him up in the air with the pump fake and then took advantage. Anthony's got 7.
Nothing new there to see Anthony knock down one of those beauties.
And it's Anthony slamming it down.
Tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Absolutely insane with that dunk.
Well, now they're starting to rub it in, aren't they? Have build up a lead, and here we go, folks. It's showtime.
That was a Kodak moment right there. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys on the ropes.
And here are the Warriors now, following the miss by Carmelo Anthony. Here's Porzingis. There's the killer two-handed slam.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant. And this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
And the Knicks. Making a change here. Kevin Serafin, he's checked in for Lopez. Kyle O'Quinn comes in for Porzingis. Williams, he's checked in for Anthony. And Langston Galloway subbed in for Aaron Aflalo. Here's Roberts after Jaren Grant's bucket. 4 on the clock to stop the run. Shot by Roberts, no good.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
The Knicks leading by 15.
2 minutes.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And New York making a change here. Schved's checked in. Here's Serafin to the wing on the left. Here's Galloway, covered by Parsons. Galloway kicks to Serafin.
Kevin Serafin.
That's good, and so Galloway with the assist. And the Knicks lead by 17.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Yeah, they have really owned the interior. You've got to collapse that defense and force them to beat you over the top.
It's rebounded by New York.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
And 101 left here in the second.
Curry.
Outside Curry. Shot to stop the drought. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
There's too much standing around here. There's spectators out there. When you're between the lines, you got to be active and moving. They got to look to get that ball inside and get some high percentage chances.
Porter's checked in for Golden State. Here's Serafin. The kick out to Williams. Pass to O'Quinn. Parsons comes with a double team. Williams dishes to O'Quinn. Back to Williams. New York moving the ball around. Just 5 to shoot. He feeds it to O'Quinn. Galloway. And it's Otto Porter with the foul.
Otto Porter.
New York shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. That free throw, no good.
Derek Williams.
So we can't get either to fall. To the paint. Here's Parsons. And fouled as he went up to the dunk. Good aggressive move, and he'll shoot 2.
Chandler Parsons.
The Warriors have made 2 of their previous 3 free throws in today's game.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
And guys, that free throw percentage of theirs has gone down since last season. As a matter of fact, significantly down.
Here is Calderon. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And the first half is now in the books. Knicks lead by 14. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway. Now it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. You have to like what we're seeing from Carmelo Anthony.
And he just went off in those first 2 quarters, guys. He's capable of doing that on a consistent basis as well. So we might see some changes from a defensive standpoint as they try to disrupt his rhythm in the second half.
You know, guys, I think you've got to make some sort of change. I mean, they can't let him continue. Continue to torch him up like he has been.
Well, we're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third.
Excellent night for Carmelo Anthony. He has 9 points, and he's chalked up 1 3-pointer on the day as well.
And Clark, I'm sure that won't be the last one. A lot of times he can get hot and stay hot from beyond.
Steph Curry's out there with Otto Porter Jr. Then there's Chandler Parsons. Then it's Jordan. And it's Thompson in at the 4. That's Steve Kerr's 5 as we get into the second half. Here's Jordan. And he finishes with the dunk.
And that's a huge play. I mean, they need more like it because second chance points are going to be key in this game.
Probably so. That's usually a crucial element to any comeback.
Yeah, and if you look at it, had they been converting those second chances all along instead of waiting until now, who knows?
Now, here's Porter. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Here's Curry. Can't get it to go. So New York will take it the other way. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Early on last year, it was clear Steph Curry was just on another level, was an MVP candidate right from the start of the season, and he would eventually be voted that award.
And I thought very deserving. You could see how he elevated his play, and so many of us and so much talk focuses on what he does offensively. But he was the head of the snake of a terrific defensive group for Golden State a season ago, and that's one reason why he ended up being the MVP.
Timeout called the Warriors.
And with Curry winning his first NBA MVP award, he played the fewest minutes by an MVP in league history, mostly because his team was up by so much he got to sit a number of fourth quarters.
comes in for Jordan. And Wilson Chandler's subbed in for Parsons. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it.
And with Curry and the MVP, there was some pressure with Hart. Relatively close voting, but Curry was the clear winner. Hard to argue with the season he had, leading his team to 67 wins last year.
It's Anthony with the drive. Again, the miss by Anthony. Curry passes to Porter. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 3 assists tonight.
Timeout, Knicks.
Really was a slow start for Gallinari last season. Took him a while to get back to speed after missing all of the 2013-14 season with that torn ACL.
The Knicks leading by 14. Now here's Calderon. Currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Anthony, the pass to Porzingis. Aflalo outside. Second chance shot. The pass to Carmelo. Good D by Thompson.
And you saw how quick the defense was. They were ready for him. They got the hand in the face there and made that much more difficult.
Yeah, and every team needs that kind of rugged interior defense because you want to try to distract your opponents when they get inside, and you also want to make them uncomfortable in their shot attempts.
The drive by Anthony. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. They get Jason Thompson.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
Carmelo Anthony, the 3rd pick overall in the 2003 NBA draft, was in some pretty good company at the top of that one, as I recall.
I mean, you had LeBron going 1, and of course, Darko Milicic was number 2 on that list. But how about D-Wade at 4? A little bit of a surprise, Chris Bosh. You know, all those guys, with the exception of Melo, have rings.
A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. No good from outside.
Boy, that's a surprising miss right there. He usually feasts on those wide open opportunities.
And Aflalo kicks to Anthony. Hits the target from 18 feet. Anthony's got 8 points here in this quarter.
And back to Melo's top 5 draft mates in 2003 all having rings. You can't choose the team you play for as a rookie. Melo simply hasn't been surrounded by that much talent. That's why it was somewhat surprising that he re-signed with the rebuilding Knicks team last season.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
Hey, guys, talking about Melo, I mean, he's faced some difficult injuries here of late. That puts all the more pressure on him to win a ring as soon as possible. No way does he want to retire without that chance.
And New York making a change here. Kevin Serafin, he's checked in for Lopez. Kyle O'Quinn comes in for Porzingis. Williams, he's checked in for Carmelo Anthony. And Langston Galloway subbed in for Aaron Aflalo.
Kevin Serafin.
And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Knicks.
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
Another factor here tonight has been the amount of points they've scored off turnovers.
Alexi Shved, he's checked in for New York.
Thompson.
Open shot, Thompson. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got his 4th assist in this one. In the corner, Shved with it. It's stolen by Curry. And here we go with Curry running it up the court. Good. Curry's got 11.
Almost intimidating the defense there. They didn't even try to get back on defense.
Well, I don't think it would have mattered even if they did try to get back, Greg. I mean, there was no way anybody was going to beat him to the bucket there.
1:32 left in the third quarter. Now the dish to Thompson. Back to Curry. Up and in on the way. 13 points in the game.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
Yeah, the defense is all about disrupting timing and spacing, and what they've got going right now is not getting it done. And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge, Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
On the wing, Thompson. Curry attacking. And the basket good. Curry's got 6 here in this quarter.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
And here's Shved from the arc. Warriors trail by 11. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Right side Curry. Porter in the corner. Clock at 6. Shot from 12. Rebound by Shved. And he lobs it up. And the slam by Williams.
Assist goes to
Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.
Guys, this one is threatening.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. New York ahead. They lead by 13. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our fourth quarter coming up next. Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
On the court for the Knicks. Anthony is out there with Porzingis. Then there's Robin Lopez. Then there's Aflalo. And it's Calderon in at the point guard. Here's Chandler. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And you're going to take as many of those high percentage shots as you can get.
Pass to Porzingis. Anthony again. It's Chandler. Lopez passes to Porzingis. Calderon has the open look. And a miss there on the triple. Moving it up. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
And you know what? Very close to a three-point play right there.
Yeah, he almost got that one down. I mean, those are the kind of aggressive plays coaches love to see. You know, when I think of Wilson Chandler, what comes to mind is supreme athleticism. He can throw it down with the best of them, and yet he's still working on the other areas of his game to be more well-rounded.
Outside Anthony for the 3. The shot's good on the assist by Calderon. Calderon's got his 4th assist in this one. Wright sets a screen. Dish now to Gallinari. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. New York leading by 15. Anthony again. It's Wright. The drive by Anthony. That drops. Anthony's got 24 points.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
Timeout called the Warriors.
Okay, man, put your hands together. It's hard to believe this, but Carmelo feels as if he's been underrated as a superstar to this point in his career. And I'm sure there are a lot of conflicting opinions on that topic.
For Carmelo, the numbers are there for him to be treated as a Tier 1 star still, I think, Clark, but it's hard to call him underrated.
Yeah, I think he'll be underrated until he's able to get to the championship round or maybe even win a ring. There's one thing that's clear, though. He's been under a lot of pressure since he's come into the league, and he hasn't been underrated in that regard.
Different look here for the Warriors. Jerome Jordan's checked in for Gallinari. Parsons comes in for Wilson Chandler. Garrett Temple is checked in for Porter. And Brian Roberts subbed in for Steph Curry. Here's Roberts. No good on the three. New York leading by 17. The three from Aflalo. Lopez dishes to Anthony. Goes back up. It's Carmelo Anthony on the win.
Out of bounds.
Out of bounds. Golden State takes possession.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
The Warriors have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. And Roberts kicks to right. Knocked loose. Roberts passes to Parsons. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Some good numbers for Parsons. He has 9 points, and he's been a good on-the-ball defender, too. He's got a pair of steals.
Yeah, he's just made a lot of very heads-up plays, and his defense really has been a difference maker.
No good on the second free throw. The Knicks have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. The drive by Anthony.
Out of bounds.
And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Anthony. Warriors trail by 16. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. And Roberts kicks to right. Nailed from three-point land.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
New York calls timeout. Brian Roberts went undrafted in 2008. Initially couldn't latch on with an NBA team. So Clark, he played overseas for a couple seasons.
But he kept going to NBA summer camps, Kevin. Finally found the spot with the Pelicans. Now he's in his 4th NBA season. A dream come true.
And talking about Brian Roberts, he's carved out a specific role for himself. He can push the ball up the floor. He can play pick and roll. He's an excellent spot-up shooter. It shows you that patiently improving your skills is how you make it as an undrafted guy.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Hi, Kevin. Derek Fisher was just going over the plan with his team. He told the players, let's put our foot on them and keep them down. We've got them exactly where we want them. I want to see you guys slow the pace, use the clock, and stay away from any silly fouls.
Thanks, Doris. That's tipped. And they'll keep possession. And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession. Knicks ball.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
And some changes here for the Warriors. Thompson is checked in for Wright. And it's Stephen Curry in for Brian Roberts.
You know, going back to Brian Roberts, scouts did know about him coming out of college. I mean, he was highly decorated in his career at date. Concerns about his size and whether he'd be a 1 or a 2, that's what ultimately dropped him out of the running.
Curry attacking, using his post move to get the 2 points.
No doubt about it, he has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this.
Curry against Calderon. And Steph Curry with the foul.
That's his second personal.
That's foul number 2 for him.
Knicks
Grant, he's checked in for Jose Calderon.
Jared Grant.
Grant gets a wide open look. No good on the triple.
And that's an important rebound, and especially on a night where the board work has not been their best.
But they're still in this one, fellas. Can they pump it up a notch here in the clutch?
Stolen by Grant. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. Terrell Wright's checked in for Thompson.
Substitution for the Warriors. Terrell Wright.
Warriors trail by 13. Here's Temple. Passes to Curry. Just 5 on the clock. Golden State needs to get off a shot. They get the rebound. Right. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Wright's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time. Here's Lopez, and he slams it one-handed.
Carmelo Anthony showing you his passing skill there.
Parsons on the wing, covered by Anthony. Parsons dishes to Curry. The drive by Anthony.
That happened.
Yeah.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Knicks.
2 great rebounding teams, Clark.
Yeah, and these guys just worked a little bit harder tonight. That was the edge that was needed.
And they took charge when it counted, and they'll be notching their 9th win overall.
And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was for Carmelo Anthony. It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
Jordan kicks to Temple. Off target with his 3.
Yeah, it's been about the rebounding. Really, that's the dividing line in this game.
Yep, and they've simply shown more aggressiveness, guys. More desire to secure the ball.
Pass to Porzingis. Launches it. That's in there. Anthony with the assist.
And they're not finished just yet. They're going to make sure about this win.
Yeah, not taking any chances, Greg. This is how you close a game out. Textbook.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Curry with it. They double team Curry. That's good.
You know, the rest of the D can be stretched a little thin when the double team's in place like that.
To the paint. Grant. That's good.
Jared Grant.
Well, guys, they came in here and really took charge from the opening tip. This is such a tough thing to do for a visiting team.